Today, Governor Greg Abbott directed the Texas Division of Emergency Management, also known as TDEM, to issue a Hurricane Beryl advisory notice for some agencies across the state. Now, this will help ensure state agencies are prepared for the potential impacts that the hurricane could have on the Texas Gulf Coast. Seth Christensen joining us now from TDEM. Seth, thank you so much for being here with us this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks, Jennifer. Thanks for having me.
Seth, what has the governor directed TDEM to do to get ready for Beryl? Obviously, we're still working on narrowing down the forecast and any specific impacts to Texas.
Yeah, thanks. So today the governor asked TDEM, this Texas State Emergency Operations Center, to send an advisory notice out to our 39 Texas Emergency Management Council agencies to ensure that they are ready, they are standing by, they're making sure that they have their plans in place, and that they have personnel that are ready to deploy if and when the time comes. But right now, as you just stated, that cone of uncertainty is still fairly large. So we're just keeping an eye on the Gulf. We're making sure we're prepared, and we're standing by just in case a response is needed somewhere along the Texas coast.
And Seth, how are those teams specifically preparing that are on the coast?
Yeah, so right now, all of our state agency partners are going through their caches of equipment, all of their preparedness response plans, and making sure they're ready to go. The state of Texas over the last several weeks has reviewed and updated our Texas hurricane response planning documents. We've held a multi-day hurricane exercise with over 1,500 local, state, and federal participants, and we've ensured that our state emergency response assets are prepared for any potential deployment that could be coming in the near future.
Seth, we're heading right into a holiday weekend, perfect storm, excuse the pun there, because a lot of people are both on the coast and heading to the coast. What type of precautions should those people take?
Yeah, so we have a lot of coastal residents in Texas. We have a lot of folks who are visiting from out of state and visiting our coast today. And we want to make sure that those folks, number one, have a go kit ready, that they have a family communications plan in place, that they are signed up for local alerts. So if you're visiting a Texas coastal community, reach out to those local emergency management offices, look up their websites and find where they send out local alerts or how they send out local alerts, and sign up for those alerts if you're in those jurisdictions. And then when those local officials issue warnings or any types of notices, make sure you're heeding those warnings and listening to those local officials as they know their communities best.
And then Seth, let's talk local. Are you deploying any local teams from the Central Texas area?
Yeah, so if there's a need, and again, that cone of uncertainty is so wide right now that we're closely monitoring, closely watching that. If and when there's a need, depending on where it makes landfall, either in Mexico or along the Texas coast, we will deploy assets from all over the state of Texas. And in fact, we have team members, even from our own agency at TDEM, who are ready to deploy from all over the state of Texas into any impacted area, or any area that might be impacted in the coming days.
At what point would the pre-positioning planning happen so that people are in place before the storm gets there?
Yeah, that planning has already actually started. We are just waiting, and we've begun the planning for it, but we are just waiting for that cone just to get a little bit clearer and that forecast to get a little bit clearer for us, so that we don't put those assets in harm's way. Right? We have to make sure that the assets are close and ready to go into the area that might be impacted. But that planning's already begun, and in the coming days, I think you'll see as that cone shrinks, we'll have a better idea of exactly where those assets are going to go.
Okay, Seth Christensen from TDEM, thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Seth.